Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Let's see the stat sheet here for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
So here's Miami's starting group. Bobby Portis out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Miller in at the 3 spot. And for the Hornets, Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. LaMelo Ball is out there with White. And it's Knipple in at the 3. Now we know the rumor mill is always active at this point of the season, Richard. For players, what's it like being mentioned in trade talks?
It can be a blow to your confidence, and it can also make you lose a little trust in your organization. You just have to remind yourself, it's not personal, it's just business.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Paul kicks to Portis. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Plumlee. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Paul from deep. Thomas. Bridges with the board. It's White on the wing. Outside, Ball. And the 3 off target. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Atlanta Hawks. Abdul-Jabbar. And staying with the play, Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Ball. Last game out, 36 points for him. Bridges misses. Thomas finds Miller. Back to Thomas. And it's Miller in the corner. Ball outside. Launches a 3. The Hornets pull it in. It's tipped. Thomas passes to Paul. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Miller outside. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Bridges outside. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here is Miller. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his due.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And it's White missing. Miami leading by 4. Miller, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Ball, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Back to Portis. Portis sets the pick for Miller. over Knipple. Portis kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Paul outside. A 3-ball. Plumlee with the rebound. Hornets trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bridges misses.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Portis. Shoots over Bridges. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. To stop the drought, he doesn't hit that one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar over Plumlee. And a nice play by Abdul-Jabbar as he scores. And it's 8 points here for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And a quick check now of the NBA's top rebounders. And you look at Abdul-Jabbar, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte, trailing here by 8.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Here's Paul, following the 3 by Charlotte. Paul is screen on Bridges. Portis, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The Hornets pull it in. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Ball no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Bridges with the steal. Over to the wing. Here's Knipple. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the football.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff. Wow.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Here's Knipple. 23 points for him the last game against Cleveland. Puts it up from 7. Bridges shot. Good.
Not only a jump shooter, but he's also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Outside Thomas. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Portis finds Paul. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Plumlee. And Kareem throws it down.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Grant Williams comes in for Bridges. Green's checked in for Knipple. And it's Richardson in for Ball. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Williams, he's checked in for Portis. Mann comes in for Brandon Miller. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Whitehead in for Chris Paul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Richardson. A shot by Diabate, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close. Hield
kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. On the wing, Mann. off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Williams. Back to White. There's the screen. Here's Diabate. Defended by Abdul Jabbar. Inside. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. Here's Williams. Miami grabs the miss. Abdul Jabbar's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Whitehead. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Only one miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Just 3 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And it's Connaughton missing. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Abdul Jabbar. Hook shot. Diabate grabs the board.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
They could use a bucket. Buries it from three-point range.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Here's Whitehead. Still scoreless. Williams finds Heel. Good ball movement here by Miami. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Right side, White. From past the arc, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Outside, White. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Green kicks to Connaughton. Green with a screen for Connaughton. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Miami leading by 4. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Williams. Miami no good on that time either. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Puts it inside.
And beyond the obvious.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is
the previous play is under review.
Detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
See the slow motion replays. You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right in the review.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
From the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
That's all good, baby.
Leaving little doubt.
Perfection.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
We're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Miami leads by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Got healed. Nicholas Claxton out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Whitehead in at point. Free throw drops for Heel. GA, you hear about 3 level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Here's Whitehead. Scoreless thus far. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets trail by 6. And here is Connaughton. Pass to Bridges. Back to Connaughton. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Whitehead. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Mann. At the top of the key, Heel. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Charlotte moving the ball around. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Claxton. Miami leading by 8. Here's Whitehead. Outside Williams. Down low, here's Claxton, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He misses the free throw, and Miami making a change here. Portis is checked in. And he's good on the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bridges double team. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got 6 points.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Healed outside. Miami no good on that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bridges up top. Defended by Mann. They get the rebound. He goes up again. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Bridges.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Whitehead on the wing. Heel to the paint. That's good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fades back. Bridges missing again. Miami leading by 6. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Portis. Over Williams. Portis can't get it to go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Portis. The tray. Traps in the tray. Portis has got the lead up to 9 now for Miami.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And they continue to control the glass.
Field outside. Pass to Portis. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Bridges outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the Hornets. Knipples checked in for Williams. Kobe White comes in for Green. And it's Ball in for Pat Connaughton. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Abdul Jabbar's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brandon Miller comes in for Mann. Thomas checked in for Buddy.
Oh, man, he dunked the ball so wow. He dunked the ball so hard, dude broke his leg.
Boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Damn. I thought somebody got fouled. He broke his leg, man.
Plumlee is checked in for Charlotte. Ball finds Plumlee. Now, here's Bridges. It's White on the wing. Thomas covering. Depic goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from White.
Nice steal by White. Coming off that pick, making a play.
An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
That's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by Miami. Here's Bridges. And that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's White. 8 points for him. Bridges misses.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Ball outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
Portis against Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Miami leading by 15. Here's Miller. Paul finds Portis. Back to Paul. Pass to Thomas. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Grant Williams is checked in for Bridges. Outside, White. Pass to Knippel. Now, Ball. Defended by Paul. Shot to stop the run. Ball, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Miller, the pass to Portis. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. He's guarded by Plumlee, and Kareem throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now, here's Ball. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. The good-looking shot from the wing. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Outside for Thomas. He's looking for Abdul Jabbar and finds him. Over Plumlee. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Abdul Jabbar's got 24 points. Here's Ball. The wide open look for Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. Portis a screen on White. Pass to Portis. Good ball movement here by Miami. Outside for Thomas. Shoots over White. And Thomas has it in the corner. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Well, it's been
another injury, look like.
To the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Okay, time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte let me know the status. As of right now, he's calling it a severely sprained ankle, which I'm sure isn't what Coach wanted to hear. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
Thanks for the status report there, Allie. Guys, it doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
That shot wide open. Boeheim's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
Thomas kicks to Paul. Abdul Jabbar on the wing. Here's the hook. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Abdul Jabbar's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Ball, the bounce pass. Pass to Boeheim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Horrible mistake.
Yeah, you saw Kareem come on that hell, boy. That long arm.
Charlotte making a switch.
He was like, hell no. I don't want no piece of that. Ended up with a turnover.
.30 seconds left in the first half. Thomas passes to Abdul Jabbar. And Abdul Jabbar throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now Ball. Over Paul. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first...
I think we're going to go ahead and change that matchup on Ball. Paul's been guarding most of the game. We're going to go ahead and go with Brandon Miller the rest of the way. Moderate. Don't leave him, though. Deny him the ball. And just, give him some space. Let him keep jacking up them threes. Just let him keep jacking up them threes.
Half so far, fairly one-sided. Miami ahead.
Because he hurts you when he gets in the lane, cause all that problem. Get the other guy's shots.
Second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for Miami.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it, because that combination of skill and size.
It's a big man's game. I keep telling people that. The modern era, man, it's wide open for these big men to dominate. Look at these numbers. It's a big man's game. All these three-point shooters. Endless amount of space to work for the big man inside. If you're willing to do it. If you're willing to do it. That's the caveat. You got to be willing to do it and have the skill set for it. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Like Wembanyama was exposed in the playoffs this year. I mean, he pretty much needs to work on the back-to-the-basket game against smaller defenders. He doesn't know how to do it, unfortunately, and it makes the game look bad too when you see a 7'4" center being guarded by a 6'4" guard, and he takes him outside and tries to take off a dribble from 30 feet. It makes no sense. It's bad basketball, and it cost him a championship, quite frankly.
But I don't think that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Mason Plumlee. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Hornets head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. Kobe White is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Knipple in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Abdul Jabbar. Stolen by Ball. White block shot. And White the bucket on the assist from Ball. White's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, hustling up the court. White takes advantage of that uneven floor spacing.
Back to Ball. Got a piece of it. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Thomas against White. Call outside. Fires the three. Miami no good on that time either. Hornets trail by 16. Knipple with the bucket. Knipple's got his first bucket in this one.
Crossing him up, Knipple with the handles.
Thomas against White. Thomas kicks to Portis. Paul for three. Grabs the rebound again. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. The shot's good from Paul. 5 points in the game.
Works just as hard inside. Great footwork for Paul. Leads to great results.
Ball kicks to White. And they're running. Thomas with it. Bridges covering. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw, no good for Portis. Hornets trail by 18. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by Mason Plumlee. From deep, Thomas. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges got rebound number 5 here tonight. The offensive rebound. Miami leading by 16. Here's Miller. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Now Miller following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
LaMelo Ball.
For Miami, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. That free throw good from Miller. Both free throws good for Miller. Hornets trail by 20. Pass to Kneppel. Back to Ball. Fires for 3. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Paul passes to Thomas. Portis sets the pick for Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Paul with the 3. Kneppel with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys?
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Thomas with it. He has 6. Pass to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
On the heel, he's checked in for Miami. Basket counts. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
White against Hield. And the layup falls.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Bridges. And here's Plumlee. Now Ball. Lets it go from the wing. Abdul Jabbar grabs the miss. Miami leading by 22. Hield the pass to Portis. Ball outside. Hield outside. Here's Abdul Jabbar.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. To the inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Ball passes to Portis. Shoots over Bridges, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's 11 points for Bobby Portis. Outside, Ball. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Charlotte's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. Launches from deep. And that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul Jabbar.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Bridges finds White. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Kneppel, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Ball against Miller. Right side, Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Charlotte shooting 47% from the field in the third. Bridges outside. There's Ball with the three. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Ball passes to Hield. No good with the triple. Well, the Hornets shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Plumlee. To the paint. Charlotte no good that time either. And Miami shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Plumlee with a screen on Miller. Here's Ball. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And it's Miami's ball. And contact on the shot. So
we see some good teamwork by Team Kareem right now on both sides. Defense and offense, good communication out here. Man, they locking these boys down, man.
Take a break. Take a break.
But having said that, the offense that Charlotte's running isn't that complicated. I mean, they're running high screen roll, trying to set up a three-pointer. I mean, we're just switching it out with Kareem with his length. That time, Ball tried to step in and take a two-point shot, but that's not really his thing. And then you're trying to do it over Kareem's long arm. And then it sets up Kareem being matched up on Ball, the outlet pass. And Ball can't compete with that lob pass to Kareem. Even though Kareem is not as fast as him, that's still a long ways to jump to bother that pass.
Both free throws good for Miller.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Pass to Boeheim. Here's Richardson. Let's go. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Connaughton. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And so Green will bring it up for Charlotte.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Boeheim. Connaughton with it. Picked up by Portis. Here's Boeheim. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. He draws iron on the dunk. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D. Really crisp, intelligent.
Man, that was their first score in eons, man.
20 seconds left to play in the third. Miller, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. With the hook shot. The shot, no good. And so it's Miami out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And Kareem defending that three-point line out here. Again, the plays are a little bit easier to read here. It's not like they don't do the misdirection that the New York Knicks do, or even Golden State with Stephen Curry and Butler and them. It's a little harder to guard with those guys. They have a lot more misdirection plays. This stuff is just pretty much still standard. Your standard high screen roll, switch out with the big man, pick the three-pointers. Not a lot going on there.
In quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami. Whitehead out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Williams. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Here's Mann. That three off the mark. The Hornets shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Richardson gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Here's Hield. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Green finds Connaughton. Here's Williams. Miami grabs the miss. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Whitehead passes to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. 6 to shoot. And easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got his first basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Bridges misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Pass to Whitehead. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Williams outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Lets a floater go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Miles Bridges. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
Look at that, 16 second chance points by Team Kareem. That's killer. That'll get you killed every time.
And he makes the first.
That's hard to beat, man. Especially when you're not shooting good.
Charlotte making the switch. Ball's checked in.
That's basically saying you play good enough defense, just enough to not get the ball back. You know what I mean? That's gut-wrenching. That's what second chance points means, basically. That sucks, man.
Off the run, and it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Whitehead passes to Hield. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Ball. They set the pick. Here's Mann. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Ball with the bucket.
His first triple of the second half. Can you get it going?
Here's Whitehead. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
And Miami has possession following LaMelo Ball's 3. Outside, Green. Bridges dishes to Williams. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Whitehead. Outside, Williams. Hield outside. For 3. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Connaughton. Now Bridges. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Kobe White, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Abdul Jabbar's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brandon Miller comes in for Mann. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Paul subbed in for Whitehead.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Pass to Thomas. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Here's ball after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored.
He's about as smart a player as you'll find. LaMelo going to the up fake to earn the trip to the line.
No good on the free throw. Knipples checked in for Josh Green. And Miami with a change here, too. Bobby Portis is checked in for Zaire Williams. Ball against ball. Outside Portis. All sorts of time. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside ball. Over in the corner, Williams. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Miller with the ball. Defended by Knippel. Count that one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Williams sets a screen for Ball. And the Hornets miss again.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Ball passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams, a lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Ball finds Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Ball against Miller. The kick out to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 9th assist in the game now. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Williams. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's White. Here's Ball. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Miami's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at Miller, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Here's Ball, following the score by Miami. Bounce pass from Bridges. Ball with and again with the rebound.
And he's having as dominant a game on the boards as you'll ever see. He might set a new franchise record.
He's controlling this game with his rebounding alone. If he breaks the single game record, he's setting a very, very high bar. Plumlee, no luck.
Man, Kareem just shutting the lane down.
The 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Outside Thomas. Abdul-Jabbar against Plumlee. Hook shot on the way. Abdul Jabbar can't get it to go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And Ball gets double teamed. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul.
Yep, time to get the backups in there. This game is over.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there.
Team Kareem gets a much-needed win. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll cover that for you. Get the standings all written out, statistics and all that stuff, storylines.
Now, here's Bridges. Plumlee sets the pick for Bridges. 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Richard, when you look over Mason Plumlee's career, he's made a bunch of stops.
See, that's what you see here, the modern era. Specifically with the center teams, we're finding teams that don't have a good inside game. They struggle against these low post teams. Because if you can't shoot the three-pointer or you can't hit enough of them, you don't have anything to complement it with as far as getting inside in the paint. And then they're constantly coming down with a big man going against a smaller guy. I mean, Plumlee's a pretty big guy. But when he goes out, you're basically playing small ball. Not to say nothing of the second chance points that you're not getting. Like, they just got one right there.
You just can't teach that side. Bridges has the wingspan.
It's just hard to play this style, man. Like right here. You're double teaming a backup player. You're double teaming Joe. You're double teaming Wolf. You got matched up on a small guy. Because you got no choice.
Big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gouty win for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Now here's Wilson. Here's Wolf. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I mean, you're noticing we're not even going to, he doesn't even have to even use the sky hook because he gets such deep position in the post. You only have to remember the reason he had to use the sky hook was because he couldn't score against stronger defenders at the time that he played. But now in the modern era, he has there's nobody out there that can stop him from getting low post position. So you find yourself not even having to go to sky hook because there's no need. He's getting such deep position in the post. You just go up and just dunk it in or lay it in. And you see this with Shaq and with Wilt. You know, every single night they're always playing against smaller guys. That's why I've said before, I'll say it again, the NBA is a big man's game more than it's ever been because of the three-point shooting and the spacing and this overzealous, ubiquitous small ball narrative. There's so many small guys in the NBA. If you get one dominating big man in there, he's going to own the league if he decides to play in the post at least 65% of his touches. It's just going to be unstoppable. You'll have to recruit different and build different teams to combat that. It would change the league. You'd have to. If someone would just open their brain up and see that. They'll think for yourself instead of just trying to go with the narrative. But I digress there. As we take a look here, 26 fast break points for Team Kareem. That's really out of character for them. Not really much of a running team. 68 points in the paint. Total domination there. Second chance points, like I said before, it's just that breaks your back, man. because they didn't shoot well from the 3-point line. They shot 10. We took 31 threes to make 10. That's not. I really don't like that. I like to see at least be around 12 out of 31, 13 out of 31. Charlotte's no better. They took 40 to make 11, so that's even worse. But what kills you is those second chance points. Like I said, it's like playing good defense without getting the ball back. It's like kissing your sister. Like you did all the work, but you don't get the reward. It's like, and then it's just hard to come back from that. Team Kareem with 5 steals and 5 blocks, 7 steals for the Charlotte Hornets. However, the points off turnovers went to Team Kareem. So when they did get the turnovers, they did something with them, whereas Charlotte did not. And 17 dunks on the inside, 39 points was the biggest lead. Just total domination here. Total domination. LaMelo Ball, just 21 points. Only had 1 turnover, but look at the shot selection, man. Just 8 for 25, 3 for 12. He had 9 assists, but you could have had more because, like, you're taking all these shots. Those could have been passes, man. Like getting the other guys going. Try to get yourself going, get your teammates going. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 42 points, 37 rebounds, only 2 assists tonight, had 4 blocks. 28. Brandon Miller comes in a little late, gets his points in, 16, has 7 assists himself. Bobby Portis Jr., 6 of 12, a 3. Buddy Hield did not shoot particularly well tonight. Nobody did really. The only person that shot well for Team Kareem was Kareem because he had such good looks inside. The 3-pointer was not there tonight for them, but they didn't need it because all the second chance points they got. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at Kareem's offense. Look at that. Kareem had 11 offensive rebounds. That's Moses Malone territory, man. Ugh. How are you going to win a game when you can't keep one guy off the boards, man? There you see it. Like look at the size of these guys he's going against. It's a joke. He's used to banging with guys like Artis Gilmore and Moses Malone and Tree Rollins. Guys are like 7 feet tall and 260, 70 pounds. Now you're playing in the league now where you're going against 6'7", 225. Moonlighting as a center. Or the extreme version like Josh Hart playing. So I crack up every time I watch New York. They put Josh Hart at center. I crack up every time. He's 6'4" playing center. It makes me laugh. I just like this would never work in any other era but this one. You would never get away with that. But let's go ahead and take a look here at the standings. It's Team Kareem getting. Oh, look at that! Team Kareem has now overtaken the Bad Boys. They snap! Oh, I didn't say. Oh, they're over the Bad Boys now. The Bad Boys have fallen down. How about that? So Team Kareem, who have been chasing for weeks, have finally moved to the top 4 after all this time. And they're at 28-8. And now look at that. Bad Boys are 27-7. So, yeah, they're right there. Let's go ahead and check the tiebreakers on that one. As a matter of fact, have they played the Bad Boys yet? I don't remember them playing the Bad Boys yet. Holy crap, I didn't expect that. Nope, they haven't played yet. They will, eventually. It'll probably be after All-Star break when they'll see each other for the first. Yep, they'll see each other for the first time on March 18th, and that will be a huge game. And wait a minute, there's got to be another one. They can't just play one time. March 18th is there, and then there's. Oh, it's actually coming up. Oh, here it is, right here next week. Huge game right there. Huge game right there, man. That's going to be, and it's an NBA Cup game, too. So it's going to be a huge game for Team Kareem. If they can keep winning and they get that game, they'll be right there. Because remember, they've already lost the tiebreakers to Team Kareem. So they got that going against them. And let's take a look at it. They've lost the tiebreaker to Jordan. There's a loss to Jordan there. That's a loss to Jordan there. So you don't have a tiebreaker there. They lost 3 times to Kareem. I mean, to Chamberlain. Lost to Chamberlain there in a tough one. A 5-point game. Lost to Chamberlain here. And then you lost to him again, I believe, a week prior to that. Yeah, up here. Got blown out by him. So they lost to Chamberlain 3 times. So Chamberlain has the tiebreaker over Team Kareem. That's not going to change going forward. So and Team Jordan has it too, I believe. I don't think they'll play Team Jordan again. No, it doesn't look like it. Nope, they're done. So, yep, that's it. So, but if the tiebreakers are important because if you get the same record. Now with them being at 28-8, they have an outside chance of getting back in this thing. Because who knows if Team Larry Bird, I know Team Larry Bird is like just kicking everybody's butt right now. Let's take a look at them real quick. I think Team Bird is won 22 games in a row, and they're at 28-5. Now Team Jordan has won 8 games in a row at 28-5, and then you got the Trotters led by Kareem Abdul, Wilt Chamberlain, 1962, from his prime year, and he's at 27-4. But the Trotters have lost to Team Bird, and they have tied with Team Jordan, I do so believe. They tied that tiebreaker with Team Jordan. So they no longer have a tiebreaker with Team Jordan. That's been nullified. They tied it up after Team Jordan beat them the first time. But Team Kareem, their record, they're right. They're only a game and a half. If they can continue to win, that's the big if. They got to continue to win games. And then they can't lose any more to the when they match up with the other teams, they have to beat them to reduce that spread. Because if they can do that, they got a chance they got a chance. But the bad boys, man, they just fell off, man. Let's take a look at their situation. Because at one point they were the number 1 team in the league, man. they started the season off with that 1-2 beat Team Larry Bird their first game. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had a 10-game winning streak to start the season. Then they lost to Kobe. Then they got right back in a thriller against Denver. And then they had an overtime classic against Team Jordan, which they lost. And then they got another crazy win streak. Then they lost to Miami. That hurt them. Then they went on a 2-game losing streak to Team Jordan and then OKC back-to-back. Then another win streak. Then they lost to Jordan again. What is it with Jordan and Isaiah, man? I swear it's like Jordan and Isaiah, man. It's like these guys. They lost to them again. So the Team Jordan beat them again. Then it sets up another loss to the Dream, which they lost. Then now they're here. So yeah, they're up to their necks in it. And their next game will be against the Orlando Magic. That's coming up next, actually. And that'll be a tough game. Then you got Giannis, Atlanta. Then you got Team Kareem for the first time here next week. And then you got Jordan again. And then you got Magic coming up. Magic Johnson coming up here in a couple weeks. To say nothing of the Pacers. The Pacers are not going to be an easy game. So, yeah, the bad boys, man, they got some quay. You got Wembanyama down here. He's lurking. Knicks are there. The Cavs are there. So, yeah, it's a pretty tough schedule coming up, man. Before All-Star break gets up here, the bad boys, man, they're there, but, man, right? Nobody can afford to lose any games right now. Nobody can afford to lose games. Look at how stacked that is, man. The top 3 seeds are literally within. There are no games behind. They're literally only there because of tiebreakers. The only reason Team Bird is up there over Team Jordan because Team Bird beat Team Jordan for the tiebreaker. Otherwise, it'll be Team Jordan above them. That's crazy, man. Crazy. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Daily View and see what the next game is coming up here. We just saw Team Kareem, and now it will. Oh my God, this is going to be a hell of a game. It will be Chamberlain going on the road to play OKC. This is going to be good. Let's take a look here. Get the spotlight on Chamberlain. Let's get the spotlight on the Dipper. Nationally televised game, too. Let's take a look here at their situation. They have won 3 games. Currently, their win streak. And they are a pretty good road team. Now, have they played OKC before? I do believe that they have. This is their first meeting with OKC, I believe. The first of the 2 that they'll have. Yep, they'll play them one. They'll play them once again after this. That East-West matchup thing. They'll play OKC April the 4th. It'll be the second to last week of the season. So yeah, so this is a big game for them. They have to win because after that you got Dr. J. Oh my God, that's going to be brutal. The way Dr. J has been playing lately. If you've been watching Dr. J's games, man, Jesus, he's leading the league in score. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats, guys, from the Legends and see what they're doing individually. Let's take a look here at the league leaders. Obviously, Julius. And keep in mind, it's all relative because you have to understand. It's not just the numbers, it's the way they're being utilized. In this series, Dr. J is playing power forward, guys. That's why he's averaging 50 points. If he wasn't playing power forward, he wouldn't be averaging that much, I don't think, because by him playing power forward, it puts him in a direct position to run out on rebounds and kickouts. And if you know anything about Dr. J, the easiest thing he ever did was run the floor and finish at the basket. It's the easiest thing he does. And in the modern era, it's tailor-made for him. Tailor-made for him. And you can see he's averaging more points than Jordan. Who does that? No, he's averaging. And we got a big sample size. He's played 35 games to Jordan's 33 games. So actually, it should be more. Jordan's played fewer games and still isn't averaging more. He's played more games than Jordan, and he's still averaging more. Crazy. But it just goes to show you how styles matter, the way that you utilize them. Just goes to show you that. And his rebounds are far higher than when he played. Jordan's at 48 points a game. Kobe Bryant's right there at 43. Chamberlain at 41. Jabbar at 36. Shaq at 35. Bird at 34 points a game. And Olajuwon with 34. And I think Magic Johnson's down here averaging. There's Isaiah. He's averaging 30. Right there with the other guards. He's right there with the other guards. Like the Currys, the Alexanders, the Edwards, the Thomases, Maxis. He's right there with those guys. And then you got Magic down here. I believe he's averaging like somewhere around 21. Magic is down here somewhere at 21 points per game. But he's averaging a triple-double, though. He's averaging 21 points, 17 rebounds, and 21 assists per game. Now, you have to understand the rebounds. He was already a good rebounder in his day. Now, you put him in today's game where he's going against smaller guards and playing in a small ball era, the rebounds just go through the roof. And again, too, with the pace of the game, the assists go up through the roof because you have endless amounts of opportunities to score because everybody's always moving up the court, shooting quickly. The goal is it's pace, play fast. So it's tailor-made for him. I think in this series, of the two players that I think that fit in the most in the modern era with the style of it, taking the big men out, because that's obvious, to me it's Dr. J and Magic. They fit in more. Those two play styles fit in more than any other play styles that I've seen. Kobe and Jordan are having phenomenal seasons, but if you watch the gameplay, Magic and Irving do what they do effortlessly. Whereas Jordan and Bryant, you kind of have to call plays for them and get them in situation and manipulate the defense kind of a little bit for them. And get them in scoring position and let them do their thing. With Jordan, with Irving, and with Magic, you don't even really call plays for them. It's just stuff just happens. So, it just happens. You don't even call plays for half the time. If you ever watch the game film on it. But yeah, that's the story out here with that. And we're going to leave this video off here with this little look at the next matchup coming for you guys as Wilt Chamberlain goes on the road to face Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as we continue with the coverage of the NBA Legends Modern Era Ultimate Showdown season, where every game is a must-win game right now. Any kind of losing streak, your ass is down there. You in there going to be playing that 5 seed, which you don't want to be. You do not want to be in that 5th seed in a first-round battle with a legend team. Nobody wants that. So I'll see you guys for that game coming up next here shortly. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.